Yo, what's up, Breaker fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you another review of the Breaker New Waves Chapter 107. And yeah, this chapter left me with my jaw open when I finished reading it. It was such a wow chapter for me. There was, some things I did predict. Well, one thing I definitely got right, and the rest was I was not expecting, especially the way the chapter ended. It was very impressive. I enjoyed this. It was quite an emotional chapter as well. So yeah, it carries on from when Shi-Woon is about to take the hit from Doc Enran's technique, and yep, I was wrong about that. He didn't dodge it. In fact, he took the blow full on, and it's basically the technique is just like it's a really hard punch, like by using three key points, obviously it drawn into his fist or something like that. So yeah, it caused a lot of damage. It's thrown him back really far, and everyone's assumed he's dead. And Jin-Ie thinking that, oh, are you gonna die too? She was really hysterical. So everyone's thought he's dead now. They're saying to get round and protect him. If they still, some of them still think he's alive, or there's hope, things like that. And Doc Cameron's pretty calm and confident that he's killed Shi-Woon, and he walks off thinking, you know what, it was a pity this ended this way, as he wanted to, he wanted to learn more about the technique. But then everyone's gasping, and obviously who's back on his feet? Yep, Shi-Woon's back up, and even though he looks messed up, he's alive and breathing, and yeah, he's shaking up everyone. One of the Sun-Woo clan members tried to approach him, like to check if he's alright, and he gets blown back, punched straight in the face, and one of the other guys are like, to stay away from him, guy's not himself. He's gonna attack anyone, so you need to keep your distance. And next thing we see, this is what I did predict, right? Shi-Woon takes 3 steps back, just like Doc Henran, and what does he say? He says Hyung Jigon. So yeah, he did. Sorry, he imitated the technique perfectly, and now he's ready to use Chaotic Heaven's Destruction Strike as well. So it's his turn. Because as he said earlier, it's like, oh, I watched Master, like I've seen it, and he's like, is it my turn? And he goes in the same pose to use, as I like to say, Kamehameha pose, and this time it's like it's Gohan, because he can't lift his other arm up. He's one of his arms is dead from that hit he took. So he's charging his ki up. Doc Cameron's like thinking, good, this kid, like what else? And Jin-Lee's panicking, like ready to run over to him, stop him, because she's saying that the ki he's using too much, and it could end up killing him. And obviously she stopped because one of the guys saying, you can't approach him. It's like he will end up attacking you as well. So we go now into Shi-Woon's subconscious. He's in the thoughts, and he's thinking, what's happening right now? It's like, what's all this commotion? And it's like he hears like voices, like someone shouting, saying, oh, it's like, how can you not fight without immense strength, or something like that? And then he looks around and he sees his master, and he's like, master, like, what are you doing here? And he sees like flashbacks of scenes from the first the original Breaker. So things like when he was fighting, when he was training with Chun-Woo and his girlfriend, can't remember her name, but yeah, the one who's dead right now. So, and then he also sees Doc Henran, and he wonders why he's dying, as like, what's all this blood? And then he realizes like, oh, he's dying. So he's accepted that, because he knows that Elder John's died as well, and he's pretty much like he's sinking into the ground, and Elder John did as well, like it's sea of blood, something weird like that, and they're just both sinking down. And it's like he's obviously gone past his denial now, thinking Elder John is alive, and he's accepted his death, so he knows this, whatever's about to happen, is going to kill him. And as he's sinking, he has like a flashback of when he was with Elder John on a rooftop, and it's like they're just chilling after a training session, and Elder John basically explains to him what the people of the Murim are like, in terms that, like, if you're in the Murim, it's believed that you have one foot in the grave, so you could be killed at any time. And she was thinking, isn't it kind of strange, to know that you're could die at any time? And he said, no, not for Murim, because they're this is what they're destined to do. They're destined to die. So it's not so much being scared or unsure of death. It's what you're willing to die for that's important, and to like death for them is completion, because the way they die explains how they've lived so far. So it's kind of more like a honorable thing. So he's saying like if you live your life fearing death, you can't live your life completely. So yeah, as he's thinking, he's like he doesn't fully understand what he says, but you know, I'm guessing he's if he can escape, he's suffering, and then this he'll carry on doing what he's doing. So he said dying doesn't seem so bad compared to how much pain he is right now. And yeah, Doc Henran's analyzing him, and he's saying, oh, and it's like this technique is something even my master couldn't perfect, and he was perfect in my eyes. And it's like, is this how the technique is supposed to look, the one he's wanted to see for so long? And then he's like, no, this isn't martial arts. This is just like pain and like fear, something you can't face. And he's just lashing out. It's basically, you know, to escape the pain he's suffering. And Doc Henran sees this as well, and he looks very more sorrowful towards him, very upset. And it's like, it seems like you're gonna die from your own strength as well, that you're unable to handle and overcome. So yeah, Shi-Woon's being called by Jin-Ie to stop. You need to calm down. And then someone appears behind them, and Doc Henran sees it, and we see a hand grab Shi-Woon, and then he hugs him. And who is it? Geuk-jin. He's freaking alive. I couldn't believe it. And he's like, you know, you need to calm down, Gaiju. This is enough. And I was freaking surprised to see him alive. I was actually quite happy as well. I mean, it was surprising. Everyone was shocked. He looks a mess. He's still completely bloodied, and his eyes are all darkened as well. So you know that he looks dead, but no, he's gotten up and he's completely embraced Shi-Woon to stop him from firing this technique off. And wow, that's what I can say, man. Literally, this chapter was too much. There was so much going on. I like the whole inner monologue as well he was having about how much pain he's in, remembrance, like words from Elder John. All of that was really well done. And as I said, what I really did enjoy is that he's like a leech, that he just absorbs techniques just by looking at it, and he proved it again by copying what Doc Henran had done last time to him. So yeah, I think maybe this is it now for the fight. Maybe Shi-Woon will stop now that he knows that Elder John is alive. I mean, he's still kind of wild, but he seems somewhat aware consciously anyway, seeing that he did speak earlier when he said, oh master, I've seen it, you know, I'm gonna copy you as well and do it. So maybe he will calm down now. And I guess what I said about him killing Doc Henran might not happen, but you know, you never know. This these chapters, man, they've just been throwing so much stuff at us. It's really unbelievable. So yeah, don't know what else to say. Really good, and I can't wait for the next one. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? Did you enjoy the chapter? Are you pleased with how everything's going on? What do you think's gonna happen next? Do you think this is the end of the fight? And do you think Elder John is still going to live, or do you think this is like the last thing he's going to do before he dies, like to save Shi-Woon? I don't know. Like I said, leave your opinions, because I really want to hear them. And if you like the video on the chapter, leave us a like, because it helps us out, and the series, because it definitely deserves it. And subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll speak to you guys next time.